Hey guys, Thrasher here, and we have some new Datamine information. It's pretty interesting. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, so first up, I do want to state this is the Datamine coming from dblguru.it. That's dblguru.it, and I'll link it down in the description, so if you want to check it out yourself, you can. It is in Italian because it's .it. It's been translated to English. This is the list that was datamined a few weeks ago, and as you can see here, a lot of the things that say active were characters that were not in the game and have recently joined the game, so it does seem like it's fairly accurate, but they've actually updated this list, and there's a couple very interesting things on here. One thing I want to note is while the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is set to active because he's obviously in the game now, the Metal Kura that they found in the data mining is now set to active, so I think that means that when you look in the files, the Metal Kura is in there. You just can't get him yet because he's coming out in the newest Ultra Space Time banner, which should be probably sometime around next week, mid-next week. So any character that's going to be in the game in the next week or so is going to be set to active. But what's interesting here is if you look, there's quite a few that are set to soon. This Android 13 final form, and then these two down here, Kid Buu and Vegito Super Saiyan. So it seems to me like soon means obviously a little bit longer than 1 week from now, but probably not months from now. So it's pretty reasonable to assume that these might be the characters we get for the anniversary, and if not for the anniversary, it might be before that. But the anniversary seems like it's what makes the most sense to me. As I was saying in a previous video, where it looks like they're going to keep making these regen characters so that you have this absolutely insane regeneration team, and then Super Saiyan Vegito comes out and he just absolutely destroys regeneration characters. So this is another piece of information that looks like it's saying, hey, we're going to be getting Vegito for the anniversary. Now, the other thing to note here is this Android 13 doesn't really go with the Kid Buu and Vegito Super Saiyan thing, but what he might be is the third unit on the new Ultra Space Time banner, which will be coming out. The only thing that seems a little bit weird about that is it doesn't really make sense to me why you would have one of the Ultra Space Time banner characters already set to active, and another one in the Ultra Space Time banner is not set to active yet. And maybe that's just because this one is all good to go, they have all the assets in the game, and this one they still have to put a couple assets in before the banner shows up next week. We'll have to see. And one more thing to keep in mind is anytime we're looking at these data mines or any other data mines, if it's not an official source, always take it with a grain of salt. It may actually be accurate. All of this right here, all this information may be accurate, but that still doesn't guarantee that the character is going to come out, because when development goes through whatever processes that it's going through in the background, it's possible that whatever schedule they have in place changes and some character that they wanted to bring out doesn't get brought out. I think a good example of that is this, the joke card, Mr. Satan Super Saiyan. I don't think we're going to see him for a long time, if we ever see him, because for whatever reason, he was in the game files and they just decided they weren't going to use him, but they still have that seed there, the kernel of the character, if they wanted to use him. So just because this says soon, that doesn't guarantee that the character is going to come out. All it's really saying is they have it slated to come out soon, but until they make an official announcement, that's not a guarantee. But it's looking like Super Saiyan Vegito is on his way. So for those of you that continue to ask me, should you be spending full price on the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and the Super Buu banner, I highly recommend you hold on to your crystals, because we are getting very close to the anniversary at this point. By the way, anyone else on this list that you really can't wait for, throw it down below. I would say out of all of these, the one that I really can't wait for is the Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, but I don't think we're going to get him for a while. So you guys let me know what you're thinking, and that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.